Hello everybody, I think that music may be a little bit too loud, it looks like, on the levels. Let me take care of that real quick. There we go, that is hopefully better. Welcome everybody to Solo Rolling, glad to be back. If you have missed our previous episodes, then do not worry, we'll do a short recap as always, right here at the beginning. Hello, MF Looter. I don't know if I've ever said that name right. MF Looter? Lutter? Is it like Mother effing Lutter? Mother Flutter. I don't know how you say that name. But hey, how's it going? You've got it. One of those is right, apparently. Right before we get started, I do want to talk about this timer above my head right here. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Looter. Oh, MF Looter. There it is. Yeah, my camera seems kind of choppy. As you all... I think solo rolling, I usually have pretty bad luck with my camera. So I've got two. I've got my old webcam, and over here, I've got my new GoPro webcam, and that GoPro webcam works about 50% of the time. But I do believe it may have never worked on this solo rolling before, unfortunately. Because it looks a little bit better and doesn't make me look as pale. But yeah, it looks like it's being a little choppy today. Not sure why. Hopefully it's better tomorrow, because right above my head, as you can see, we have now officially less than 24 hours to go. Whoa. That just made me really stressed out. We have less than 24 hours to go until our 24-hour Extra Life charity stream. And what that is we started it last year. So this will be our second annual one. Last year was like early April also. We started this off because last year everybody was starting to go into lockdown right now. And, rightly so. I mean, obviously a lot of people were really bored. So we wanted to give, 24 hours of content to watch, and just kind of bring some people together and hang out. And then also, as the middle of a pandemic, we thought that a children's hospital nearby could probably use some help. So we did our first annual Cincinnati Children's Hospital Extra Life 24-hour charity event last year. Set our goal at $500 because we didn't know how it would do at all. Ended up smashing that and getting like $3,100 raised. So this year, as you can see, we're going big, and we're just going to set the goal at $3,000. Because last event we had to keep raising it. This year we're just like, let's just set it for $3,000. That honestly is our goal. We just want to get at least as much as we did last year, and we will be very happy if we crush that goal and go above it. All the better. Why should you donate? Well, there's a lot of reasons you should donate. One, it would be helping sick kids at the Cincinnati Children's Hospital. If you don't know about Extra Life, they pair with these different Children's Network miracle hospitals around the nation, and they pair up with gamers, like video gamers and tabletop gamers, help raise money and donate the proceeds to different hospitals that you choose which hospital. And we're going for Cincinnati Children's Hospital because that's where most of our group is located. And then, so that's one reason you should donate. Another reason you should donate is because we have over 30 giveaway prizes this year. Over 30. Last year we ended up with like 98 donors, unique donors. So if we hit that same ballpark, around 98, that would mean you would have a 1 in 3 chance of winning something. And all you got to do is donate just $1, and you'll be entered into all 30 of the giveaways. And the sooner the better, because when the event starts, we'll be doing giveaways as we go. And just, I guess the sooner the better. Just in case we give away what you really want early on. You want to be in all the giveaways, and you'll be more likely to have your name drawn. So, what are the prizes we've got? We have got, let me see if I can find my little handy list here. I probably can't. No, they do not have to be present to win. The only thing you need to do is when you do the donation, make sure you don't make it anonymous, so that we can reach you, and put in your email address. So Extra Life has a field when you do a donation where you can like put in. I don't even think you have to like necessarily put in your email address anywhere, but I think you like log in when you do it. And what I can do is I can click on my donations, and I can see the email addresses of people who have donated, unless they marked it anonymous. And then what I did last year was, I think there was only 2 people we had a lot of prizes last year too, maybe 20, 25. And out of all those, I think maybe 2 people after a week didn't get back to me after I emailed them for their giveaway prizes. And then I just went and drew different names. So throughout the event, I just pretty much keep putting all the donors into a big Excel spreadsheet and roll a digital dice for however many I need. Say if I got 30 donors, I'll roll a D30 on like roll 20, and whatever name in that Excel spreadsheet that is, that person will win that giveaway prize we're doing. And off the top of my head, I'm going to try to not miss any donors because they are all super important. We've got 3 D&D Beyond sourcebook collections. We've got 10 $25 gift cards to Dyson V. We've got 1 $100 gift card to Dwarven Forge. We have got 3 Eldritch Foundry actual high-quality resin miniatures. We've got 10 Eldritch, 10 Eldritch Foundry STL files. Also, I may bundle those all together, or I may do like 5 and 5. I don't want to pass out just individual STL files, so I'll either do 5 together and 10 together, and the minis are all going to be 1 per 1. They're like $30 high-quality minis. They're really nice. Also, every single donor gets a 20% off coupon to Eldritch Foundry, and also a promo code to use. That if you use that promo code in that bit.ly link, it kicks back 15% that we then donate to the Extra Life event. Somebody has already used that, one of our donors, and it kicked back $9 to me, and I donated the $9 to Extra Life. It was great. So it helps a bunch of ways. DM's Guild is giving away a $25 gift card. Zoltar's Bazaar is giving away 4 dice vaults or dice trays. Dungeon in a Box is giving away something. I'm still we've been going communicating back and forth, and they haven't landed on exactly what they're going to be giving away, but they're going to be giving away something. Hopefully they get back very soon. Dice Nest is giving away 3 different art commissions, so like 1 per person. And boy, I do have it pulled up. Here it is. Dragon Bait is going to be giving away a hand-knitted dice bag from That's Pretty Crafty. We're going to be giving away some merch, some Majestic Goose merch. I think that's all we've got. Dustin said he may give away some wands also, handcrafted wands. And then thirdly, the third reason you should donate is because if we're doing a D&D event at that time, you can impact our games. You can give advantage and disadvantage to people in the party. You can heal the entire party. You can wild magic surge. You can give them magic items, summon allies, and level up the party. So you've got a lot of ways you can impact the games. So it's just all around. We're very, very excited for this year. I'm also very nervous for it, but as you can see above me, we're already up to $630 raised, or $639 raised, which is huge. I'm super pumped that we've already got that amount. I had kind of an internal goal to get $500 raised before the event started. So now that we have done that and got above it, I'm very glad about that. Thank you, Danny, for resubscribing. I think I need to move my alert box up because I think it is behind something. I just put it up in front of everything. Yes, thank you, Danny. No, I've been... You're not too late because I've been talking a lot about the Extra Life. But I think that sums it up. Just make sure you tune in tomorrow. It starts at 7 o'clock. And 7 o'clock is NBA until 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is a Candle Keep Mysteries one-shot where I'll be the DM for 4 amazing guests. Ted from Nerd Immersion, B from The Broadswords, Anthony Joyce is a D&D and DM's Guild author, Daniel Kwan from Asians Represents podcast, and also is one of the authors from Candlekeep mystery. So 4 really cool guests. Then a bunch of video games every night. Then a bite hysteria, which I'll talk about in my mid-roll break here. What a bite hysteria is. We got a one-shot of that. A solo rolling on Saturday morning, but it's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be called duet rolling because I'll be the DM for a single player, Gerundu, and we will be playing The Blood Hunter by Anthony Joyce, one of our guests earlier. And then we've got a Jeremy Farrell will be doing Mage Tower, his one shot he wrote. He's gonna be running that, and then we're gonna have a special one shot for roll for weird, and then a special treat to top off the entire evening is a live recording and stream of Lauren Port, where I will be the interviewee, and I'm very excited and nervous for that because I think Gerundu is still a little upset about me giving him all 9 layers of hell for his topic. So we'll see what he gives me. Okay, so sorry. I just took like 7-8 minutes to talk about all that. It was very important though. But now, recap for last week. If you haven't seen any of this series, all you need to know is I'm a Minotaur barbarian named Harry Three Fingers. I've got all 10 fingers. Somebody usually asks me that every every episode. I've got all 10 of my fingers. It is a family given name, and I work with a guild / thieves guild gang. We went to try to find this very special magical pirate ship, and in the course of the last couple sessions, we were drawn to this island. Got to the island. There are pirates also presumably searching for this same pirate ship we're looking for. We were pretty much chased inland, fought a big lobster thing, or with like tentacles. Got to a temple on the top of this mountain, and in there we found out a couple things about the island. There was a curse on the people that used to live there a long time ago, and it kind of gives them scales, and it's deadly. But there have been these different lighthouses that are like barriers to keep it at bay. Pirates didn't know that. Pirates came and destroyed one. So now the people on the island are getting sick again, including one of my friends that we came with. It was me, my guild leader Rufio, and the person who hired us to find this ship, named Arnold. And Arnold got really sick. Arnold's gonna be staying behind. We found out that myself and Rufio, we've got 2 different options. One, we can find this priest, his daughter, this priest that is in this temple. His daughter, he said, has enough magic ability to be able to heal everybody without needing multiple clerics and priests to do the healing. And then 2, there's a machine on this island that we can activate to shut down the rift that is causing this curse. They kept it up because it also could be used to power artifacts on the island. And when they had enough clerics and priests and stuff, they were able to keep the curse at bay. So now the goal is to first try to save the daughter. If we can't do that, use the machine to shut down the curse and close the rift. Love you. Good night. Sweet dreams. See you in the morning. See you when you wake up. Love you in bed. Go to sleep. Huh. She's up there. She had to run something to the new house. She'll be back up there when. Okay, she'll get you some. Love you. Sorry, 1 second. Hi, buddy. Okay, I think that was a pretty good recap. And I actually was a little bit worried that I would not be able to do a recap, so I watched a little bit of the last stream to get myself caught up. So now that we're all on the same page, we were Let me go to the page. I believe we were just about to head out. Thanks, Randall. So my notes say 37. So right here. Your evening at the stone temple passes peacefully. At one point, I think we were like eating and stuff before me and Rufio headed out. At one point, you smell bread baking in the kitchen on the first floor, something you strongly associate with a bakery under your hideout back in Waterdeep. Again, you wonder how you're going to make it home. Adjust your character sheet to take a long rest. I think I may have done that last time already. Yeah, it looks like I already did that last time because I wasn't sure where I was going to be stopping. You're both eager to set out the next morning, but Rufio convinces you to stay a bit longer. Someone has laid out vats of hot water for your washing and a bowl of thin broth. Rufio decides to take a bath, and soon his tenor, I think is how you say that, singing voice is resonating through the wall between your rooms. You feel a sudden sense of peace that makes you want to linger here at the stone temple. Oh no, is it a curse? But for your urgency of your quest and the need for those relying on your mission, you think that it would be a wonderful place for a short holiday at some other time. As Rufio's singing fades, you become aware of the raised voices from downstairs. You go down and discover 2 of the villagers are in distress. We've searched everywhere, he's gone. Your first thought is that Arnold tried to slip away, perhaps trying to find the Dawn Saber. It wouldn't be the most ridiculous thing he's ever done. Yeah, Arnold kind of sucks. However, you saw him just minutes ago, and they must be talking about somebody else. Seeing you on the stairs, Amaran asks if you've seen Carrick this morning. You remember the villager from yesterday's conversations. Carrick is the boating expert, newly come in here from Bravery from South Cove. You tell Amaran that you haven't seen the man all morning. Well, apparently he's missing, and he took some supplies with him too, and I don't know where he'd go. Another villager enters the room carrying a tray laden with bowls of soup. Breakfast ready! These bowls are for you and your friends. You look at the steaming bowls and you remember the cold soup that was already laid out for you this morning. The cold soup, something feels wrong. Ooh. Yeah, wait, what's going on? I thought something was fishy as soon as I was like thinking that this would be a cool place to like just chill and hang out. And now I'm getting really weirded out. If your passive investigation, oh no, it's not. Nope. My passive investigation is 9. Or if you have a trait or feature that means you don't need to eat food. Oh no, I don't have that either. If anything, I have to eat more food. I'm a big beefy minotaur. Beefy. Randall, what are you about to do to me? The strange feeling intensifies, as though by recognizing it, you made it worse. You remember the bowl of cold soup laid out for you just outside your door. It tasted fouler than normal. Your stomach tightens in such pain and you drop to the floor. Make a con saving throw. Now that I am good at. Usually, yes, a 22. Okay. Whoa, that would have been 10 poison damage. If you have vial of antitoxin, on a failed save, you suffer 10 poison damage. Oh man, that would be half my health. Oh no, I still took half. And I gain 1 level of mutation. What does that mean? Oh, the disease. 1 level of mutation. And 5 damage after my sweet, sweet long rest? That is mean. That is really mean. Let's check out this lore right here. So I've got this. Is that music too loud, everybody? 210. Lore 210. Trying not to look at anything because I just saw like some monster fish. lore checklist. 210, right there. Okay, so this is new. Gain 1 level of mutation. Anchor Island is cursed by an alien influence of the far realm. Oh, I didn't know that. With the island's protective features now failing, the curse has begun mutating Anchor Island's inhabitants into scaly monstrosities. You and Rufio are both susceptible to these mutations. Incidental exposure to the tainted elements of the island yields minor cosmetic changes. The penalties here only apply when you gain mutation points. Oh no. Oh no. When you or Rufio acquire new mutation points and the adventure directs you to this lore entry, roll. Okay. I don't know if Rufio is supposed to have this right now, because I don't know if Rufio ate it. So I think I'm only going to do it for me. An effect that cures diseases. Oh no. Roll a d20. Here it goes. A 20. Oh no. That's either going to be really good or really bad. Of course I would use a 20 on this. No! You have disadvantage on strength checks and on strength saving throws. That's my thing. I guess it's good though. I'd rather it be something I have a high plus in. Oh no, my muscles. Oh no. That's sad. Okay. If you remain conscious. Ormond seems distraught over the idea that someone would poison the soup. I think Karg was one of the pirates. He said he came from South Cove, but maybe it was a lie. Maybe they sent him to infiltrate us. Nonsense. The pirates aren't that organized, and Carrick knew too much about the island. He's certainly a resident of South Cove. Maybe the pirates captured him and sent him looking for us. Maybe they have his family hostage or something. Seems like a likely scenario. Your mind goes back to the conversation of yesterday. Carrick was there when you were talking about the Dawn Saber's location, and that's paramount importance to the pirates. Carrick was also there when the villagers were working on their maps. Whether he's a pirate himself or he left to get a reward, the pirates will soon know how to find the Dawn Saber. I don't remember how to find the Dawn Saber. Adam. My character does. I don't. You can't waste any more time here. You ask Ormond if his people have any spare food or supplies. In fact, he offers to pay for my food. Okay, so he can offer me this. Full water skin, component pouch, warhammer, shield, short bow, quiver. I think all I need is the water skin. And we can fill them with fresh water. He will give me money for food, but I need to keep my food too. The time has come to tell Ormond your decision about what route you want to take. Okay, will you go overland, risking encounters with the pirates? This sounds like this is going to be a chat choice right here. Will we go overland, risking encounters with the pirates and the island's other dangers, or will we take the small boat through the underground river? I don't remember the flaws of the underground river. I mean, obviously, something bad. Both of these could break bad pretty fast. Is it just these two? It is just these two. Yeah, I don't know, chat. Underground river, overland path. I'm probably gonna die either way. I already ate poison soup. I think I'm leaning. See, it says when you go overland, risking encounter to the pirates and dangers. But it doesn't say anything bad about the river. But that makes me think that the river is going to be pretty bad. But I think I've spent enough time up top. I think I would like to just go in that underground river. Go in that boat. Yep, let's do that. When you tell Ormond you'll be taking the river route, he gets a group together to carry the flat-bottom boat to the lifting device inside the mill house, and you're glad that there are enough of them to carry the boat instead of having to drag it. While you wait, the villagers mount the platform, holding the boat above themselves. Ormond operates the controls. The power of the water wheel drives the gears and pulleys of the machine, lowering the platform into the dark shaft that pierces the mountain. After the platform returns and the rest of you ride down the subterranean chamber, Ormond places Parrot, the clockwork dragon, on Rufio's shoulder, whispering a few final instructions to the automaton. Then he and other villagers wish you and Rufio farewell. Noticeably, Arnold is not there to see you off. He's gone into a coma. He'll be fine. We can keep him stable for a while, maybe a 10-day, but you should not delay your quest. You must purge this taint from the source. Once the rift closed, the island's grip on Arnold will slacken. The bubbling spring in the chamber from a lake with a single outlet which drains down one of the passages from the chamber. You find that the villagers have prepared Lamstrand's boat, placing it in the channel pointed south away from the lake. Well, let's go, Rufio says, face grim and determined. The two of you climb into the boat and paddle your way along the channel. Some of the villagers wave as you disappear. Now this is where I'm sure things are not going to go super well. After a few minutes, you begin to hear the rush of water ahead of you. It sounds like you're approaching an intersection of tunnels. Okay. The depth of the water varies as the new passage widens and narrows. Several times, you and Rufio must get out and heave the boat over the shallow areas. The strange alloy at the bottom of the boat shows more and more scratches as you progress. The boat is unharmed, but you don't think the little vessel was meant for such rough use. The depth finally increases to a comfortable level when another stream flows in from an adjoining passage. A few minutes later, the water slows as your river joins another, even larger flow. This river meanders around some gentle curves, and you push your oar as far down in the water as you can, but you can't reach the bottom. Now this feels like a proper river, Rufio says. And he's casting his light around the boat. Here and there, the light reveals markings carved on the walls. The river must have served as an ancient roadway. Above you, the height of the ceiling varies. Sometimes it's low enough to reach out with your oar, at other times it disappears into the darkness. I don't like that. That means giant bats or something. Occasionally, daylight comes down from the cracks in the ceiling, and when you pass under these, you look up trying to guess how far above the surface you are. Or how high above. After an hour of travel along the meandering river, you come to a junction. The water slows and swirls in a widened section of the passage. The cross current is driven by a thin waterfall pouring in from the crack in the ceiling. A ship's boat belonging to a larger vessel, floats in the shallow beyond the widened area. Two distinct rivers continue in the same direction, both smaller than your current passage. You and Rufio row toward the stone bank to inspect the boat. Rufio leaps out to get a better look. Hold. It looks deliberate and recent. You approach to examine the boat's interior, and as Rufio says, it looks like that there have been planks pried away from the hull. Ship's rope, says Rufio. And you follow the gaze toward the waterfall and is now pulling a hempen rope from the shallows. You follow his gaze toward the crack in the ceiling. It looks like someone climbed out here, then cut the rope. Oh, that was Rufio saying that. Do you think we discovered Carrick's escape route? You don't have to answer. It doesn't matter if Carrick climbed out of here, possibly joining his compatriots. A ship's boat here indicates that the pirates are operating in this area and that they know about the passages below the mountain. Oh no. Your chosen route might not be a safe one. Oh, we can keep the 200 foot of rope. Yes, please. I would love that. Okay, you briefly consider trying to get to the crack in the ceiling. You think Rufio would also appreciate the chance to catch up on this spy. However, Ormond's description of the curse is its increasing impact on your party makes you think better of it. The river should take you to the workshop. Getting lost in some other tunnels will not avail you. 2 river exits might lead in different directions. Oh, the instructions don't mention an intersection. Okay, make a perception check. +3. 18. I really wanted to get that because I think this is going to be a game changer right here. Go to page 80. So I think it was going to be a coin toss, but when you angle your boat towards the left passage, you catch a glimpse of something floating between the tunnel wall and the stalagmite poking out of the water. If you wish to investigate, you'll want to choose the left passage. I guess? You're only 100 feet down the left passage when you find something interesting caught between the wall and a short stalagmite in the river. Rufio paddles against the current, slowing the boat enough for you to examine the object you go by. You reach out and pluck the heavy object from the water. It's a curved wooden beam. You recognize it as part of a rowboat's keel. You've seen such boats on waterfront. Perhaps this rope wasn't Carrick's exit route. Maybe the pirates were lowering boats, hoping to follow the underground rivers. You've hoped the underground river will help you avoid the pirates, but looks like nope. Within the hour, you discover the pirates have indeed found their way into the underground river. You find a short, gravelly beach alongside the river. Rufio points toward it, and the 2 of you row your little vessel over to investigate. 2 deep furrows in the gravel indicate that there were other boats here. Still warm, Rufio says about the campfire. Only then do you find Carrick's body. Having discovered nothing else of interest, the 2 of you returning to the boat when you notice an odd shape just below the waterline. Oh. With some effort, you haul Carrick onto the rocks. A chain crisscrosses his legs, binding them together. The chain also binds Carrick to a heavy anchor. Oh no. Oh no. Rufio turns out the man's pockets and you find a bundle of 7 ink pens, part of the supply set went missing. Wow. I mean, it looks like he really did betray us, but at the same time, that would be a pretty bad way to go. The passage on the right turns repeatedly. You and Rufio must use the oars to keep your little boat from knocking against the walls. When you finally straighten out, you notice the flows of water slowing. Great curtains of vines hang from the ceiling here, some of them long enough to dip into the river. When you pass near one, Rufio leans quickly away from it. Thorns, watch out! Indeed, you think calling thorns mischaracterizes the creeper's long needle-like protrusions. Use your oars to slow your pace even further. Eventually, you come to an area where the curtains of sharp foliage block the entire passage. There, Rufio says. He points to an open area on your right, a shore where you can see where you can beach the boat. The ruins of a stony structure, a blocky building dominates the shoreline. We could drag the boat there and around the back of that building and bypass the thorns altogether. All right, chat. Go through the thorns or go around. Whoops. Ah, sorry. Yeah, I muted it to cough, and then I forgot to unmute it. Sorry about that. Found an alcove. Carried the boat around. Found bones and skulls of like sentient creatures. So, yeah. Rufio stops suddenly and whispers a warning, and then you hear it too. The sound of something large moving among the rubble. Oh no, something large. You drop the boat, and Rufio draws his short sword. Then, your friend gives a cry of surprise as a scaly, dog-like creature leaps from the top of the crumbly structure. It tackles Rufio to the ground. The two of them roll away across the stony shore. You rush around the boat to help, only to be confronted by another creature. You jump back as a scaly biped emerges. It has a large tipped trident. And you see that one of its arms looks smaller than the other, like the arm of a human. Ooh. Okay. You are on... Oh, that's one thing I forgot to pull up is my book of maps real quick. Man, I've got a lot of folders that are that have maps in the title. Oh, where is this one? I've been meaning to clean out my because I've got four different hard drives and SSDs on this computer. I've been meaning to get everything kind of in an easier position to find them, but I have not yet, and that is my bad. So I'm gonna download these maps again so I can find this right map. By the way, it is going to be... Oh, they're labeled the number, so 79, 379. Fight for the Dawn Saber. Randall, what's 3 looking like? When's that looking like it's gonna be coming out? Alright, downloading, gotta unzip them. I should have like a cave, or yeah, I'm gonna find like some underground. Try to find like underground. So this is 79. Okay. Oh, this map looks good too. Let's get rid of that one. Poof. Put this one on there. That should be good enough to see everything. There we go. I have 2 chapters, half written for number 3, and I'm working on chapter 2 of number 4. Oh. Oh. You can choose if you play book 3 or 4 first. That's really interesting. Okay, so I got the maps up. I do think real quick before I start this combat, I need to grab another drink. I did not plan ahead and I only brought one down. So I will be right back. Enjoy these ads about our other shows, if I can find it.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt! No! Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes. So I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
Yeehaw! Welcome everybody to Shitty Cowboys. What in tarnation is Shitty Cowboys? We're an actual play Dungeons & Dragons bi-weekly Twitch stream and podcast set in the West Hollow setting. That's right, it's Dungeons and Dragons and Cowboys. What else more could you ask for? Follow Sean Marston and Jambalaya Pendergrass as they travel across West Hollow and get into some cowboy trouble. Find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/OneShotOnslaught every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every other Wednesday wherever you get your podcast. Now go on, get to subscribing.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together.
Lasath, the Divine.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with my car.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, Elderly Vampire.
They broke the mold when they made Filbert.
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday.
Hey everyone, it's your Dungeon Master Adam here to tell you all about One Shot Onslaught. We are an actual play D&D 5e podcast that even follows some of the rules.
Rules? No one said there'd be rules.
We play through popular one-shot modules from dmsguild.com so that you can drop in at any episode. We have Lord Sean Snow, the hero's hero, who is a 140-year-old human wizard.
I cast magic and missile up its butthole!
Death, the tiefling rogue who only eats raw meat.
Did somebody say meat?
The dwarf druid Ironclaw who loves nature almost as much as he loves oatmeal.
Cinnamon oatmeal, or get the F out.
And last but not least, we have Ted, the tiefling bard who loves to jam out on his magic guitar and skadoosh on his magic flying broom.
Skadoosh.
Find us wherever you download your podcast and follow us on all social media at One Shot Onslaught.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Gerundu.
And we are the hosts of Majestic Goose's newest podcast, Dice Talk. Dice Talk is a Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop podcast that dives into the deep topics of tabletop role-playing games.
Join us as we speak with passionate content creators, podcasters, authors, and more as we discuss all manner of tabletop and geek-related content.
Dice Talk is a bi-weekly show, so we're hitting your podcatcher with brand new episodes every other week, filling your ears with exclusive interviews and conversations that you can't find anywhere else.
Every episode is a new opportunity to hear from different creators in the tabletop community and just talk about Dungeons & Dragons and any other tabletop games that have made us who we are.
Dice Talk.
That just reminded me that I need to get a promo for our newest show, Doom Clock, together. Like a 60-second promo. While I'm rolling initiative and stuff, you all can check out this new system right over there called Abide Asteria. If you haven't yet, it is completely free, brand new tabletop system. You go to abideasteria.com and it's got everything there all on one web interface. You don't even have to do any like downloads or anything. You can just use that web browser. It's the GM or the players. It is like sci-fi fantasy, so there's dragons, but it's in space. The only thing you need to do is a deck of 52 standard playing cards, no dice or anything like that. So we will be doing a live play of it this Saturday morning, early morning. You're gonna have to wake up early to catch it, or catch it on our YouTube channel after the fact. But it's gonna be at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. until 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. One of the creators of the game is going to be the GM, so that's gonna be very cool. You can catch Jeremy, Gerundu, and Dragonbait. Jeremy, Ernest, and Dragonbait in that one. So that's gonna be very cool. And thank them so much for waking up so early for that. I will also be up early during that 24-hour event, but I will be doing moderation, making sure everything's good to go, getting some other things ready for down the line of the show, and eating breakfast before my 9 a.m. Game. Okay. So I didn't even get to read this yet, but I'm buying that this thing's gonna be fighting me. Okay, Rocky Shore. I like Randall, how you kind of split it up where like Rufio's all fighting Rufio's bad boy, and I'm fighting mine. It's kind of cool getting to like excuse me. It's kind of cool getting to like 1v1 people, and then theirs just kind of happens on the back burner or in the background. I like that. Okay. Yes, I will need to roll. So it has a +0. Let me roll mine from D&D Beyond. This may not be the longest solo rolling. I may end it at around 9. I've got to get some things caught up that I am definitely behind on. I've got a couple more overlays and things I need to make before that 24-hour stream, but I definitely didn't want to miss this whole week because I've been having a lot of fun with this one. I don't want to... A 10. Oh. And this thing gets a... Whoa! I beat somebody in initiative, everybody! Finally! It's the first time in a long time. Okay, so it's just, it looks like it's pretty close to me. Yeah. I'm gonna run up towards it. It's only about 10 feet away. So I'm gonna charge towards it up into that stony building. And as a barbarian, still, you don't get a lot of options. I don't think I want to like stay back and use my crossbow. I don't need to do that. I don't even know if I want to rage. Oh, immediately after you use a dash action on your turn. Aw. I just saw about Minotaurs getting Goring Rush and being able to horn somebody for their bonus action. I got so excited, but then you have to use your action for your rush or for your dash, which that's not super helpful. I think level 3 barbarians, you probably get a lot more cool stuff, but for now, I think I'm gonna run up to him and I'm going to hit him with my glaive. That's my go-to weapon. Or attempt to hit him with my glaive. I'm gonna do an uppercut because I'm picturing him kind of standing up on a rock above me. 15 to hit, 10 points of damage. What are we looking at? Surely a 15 hits this thing. Yes. Oh my goodness! I almost killed it in one swoop. 11 HP. Does it have anything that it does? Let's see here. Pin down. That's an opportunity attack. No, I think we're good. Alright, so I do this massive upcut with my glaive. Nearly cut this thing in two. It's still hanging on by 1 HP. Now it's its turn. Will first attempt to disarm me. Okay. The scaly monstrosity will first attempt to disarm you with its spiral-tipped trident. If it is disarmed or cannot use its... Okay, so it reverts to punching. Okay, so how does it do... How does the disarm work? Okay, so it's this. So it's doing a thrust and bind. Okay. So it makes an attack with a +4 to hit me. I'm not super armored. Dang it. You know what? Randall, you really screwed me over here because I think I did see that. So I'm going to take... I'm going to take 6 piercing damage. That's a lot of piercing. I'm down to 7 HP. Yeah, my mutated arms, Randall. I thought I saw a strength saving throw or lose my weapon. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. My little arms. My little arms. Oh no, they can't hang on. Let's see what I get. Let's see if I can get lower. A 9 and a 6. Oh no. My weapon goes 5d4. 8 feet away. I mean, it's enough feet away that I would have to get on an opportunity attack to pick it up. I got the funny thing is though about Harry Three Fingers, I've got like tons of weapons like strapped all around me. I've got glaives, hand axes, javelins, spears. And my strength's so high, I just like the weight hasn't been a factor to me. Okay. Well, that's my turn. Well, let me double check. I believe it's my turn now. It's got 1 HP, 13 armor, so I just need to hit this. I can tell, like, I can visibly see that this thing is about to die. Okay, so I don't want to read that. Oh, wait, limitation of the fight. The ceiling is covered. Oh, you can't fly. Okay, that's fine. 10 glaives on your back. I just grabbed another glaive. No, I do, unfortunately, only have 1 glaive. You know what, though? I kind of want to just punch this thing. Or horns. I've never killed anything with my horns, and this thing looks weak enough that I could kill it with my horns. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to gore this thing with my horns, and just now that I'm like barehanded instead of, because I think it's supposed to technically be like a bonus action or something to draw or sheath a weapon. I think it's like up to DM discretion. But we'll say that I'm left unarmed. I'm gonna try to gore this thing. That's a +5. So how long is I? 14, just beat it by 1. 8 points of damage. So I gore this thing that's already pretty wrecked. And it's just like stuck to my horn, so I have to take my hands and throw it up off me. And then what did this say? If it ends in 1 or 2, you defeat the skeleton monstrosity, go to 33. Now outnumbered, the scaly dog-like creature fighting Rufio flees. Woo! Nice. Rufio lashes out as it runs for the water, opening a long gash on its side. It shrieks as it dives into the water. I kind of feel bad for that one. The current immediately carries it down the tunnel through the vines. Okay. When you are certain the creature isn't coming back, the two of you search the area to make sure there are no more foes lurking about, and you find 4 human corpses. Oh, and they're pirates, so good. Each is encased in wet mucus. Oh no. Okay. And they're slowly mutating, so that's pretty much what I was just fighting. Don't touch that stuff, Rufio says, even though you know better than that. But you do find a scimitar. I don't want that, because we just talked about how many dang weapons I do have. But I could take the spiral tipped trident. Feels unwieldy. No, I don't want it then. If it feels unwieldy, get that out of my face. When you're ready to push on, you guys drag the boat to the far side, past the vines, and you check the boat's bottom, and it's still in good condition. I did mean to change this audio, didn't I? I want to find like a let's see, water or cave. What is submerged? Let's see what this sounds like. Here we go, crossing the river Styx. I like it. Let's do this one. As soon as you are safely back on the river, a parrot flies back to the boat and perches on Rufio's shoulder. In the excitement, you hadn't noticed that the creature was gone. The rest of the day passes quietly, and occasionally cracks in the ceiling grow dark as the sun passes beyond the island. If you have foraging failures... Oh no, because we didn't do that. 64. Time underground is hard to measure. Eventually you realize that you can see the cracks in the ceiling again, and the sun is back above. So you wake up Rufio and hand him an oar. Okay, so we did a long rest by taking turns paddling. Cool. I was down to 7 HP. Keep those long rests coming, Randall. Okay. Around midday, the tunnel grows narrow and the river begins to move faster. You and Rufio must work harder to keep the boat from banging against the walls and the various stalagmites reaching you from the water. You see several side passages where part of the river diverts. These look too small for your vessel to navigate. Just when the two of you have grown accustomed to the faster pace, the flow speeds up again and you come around a corner and see the river's end. You are headed towards a waterfall. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew this is gonna go down the waterfall. I think we chose the wrong tunnel, Rufio says. Oh, his voice surprisingly calm. And he grabs onto some vines above, and you grab some too. And your vessel bobs, turns sideways, and then tips over the edge into darkness. I think we're going down, Rufio says. He makes his way along the thick vines until he's at the edge of the waterfall. And then he drops a glowing stone. I can see the bottom. It can't be more than 100 feet. Okay. And there's a pool. It looks like an easy drop. Rufio just lets go? Who is this guy? A 100 feet's a pretty long drop. You follow Rufio down the vines. A faint glow filters past you, glittering off a pool of water just below. Rufio drops the last few paces into the... Oh, okay. Okay. I got you now. When Rufio rises from the water, he holds aloft his magically glowing stone. It illuminates a chamber. There's only one exit from here. You find a large boulder on the shore and sit there with Rufio, contemplating the next waterfall. The boat's already gone over. If the flow carried it on, we might never catch it. We might be swimming the rest of the way. You have no idea what's down the next waterfall, and you can only hope that it's a series of passages will take you near enough to Lamstrand's workshop that the Clockwork Dragon can guide you the rest of the way. You don't have any other options at this point. Having rested a minute, Rufio decides to explore the water. You watch him swim back and forth between the shallows. You're amazed how long he can hold his breath. Parrot flies in circles around the pool while Rufio swims. The little metal dragon squawks loudly while Rufio's under, as though worried about him. Eventually, Rufio stops to examine one of the several logs that are wedged between the boulders at the bottom of the pool. He gets under the old trunk and a few minutes later manages to dislodge it from the boulders. The two of them, Asimov and Log, float to the surface. Where do these trees come from? Rufio asks. You can only guess that the whole trees occasionally fall into the river through the crevices above, having been uprooted by storms or erosion. When you ask Rufio how he's able to hold his breath so long, your friend gets a worried expression. I feel that something on the island's changing me. Oh. Oh no. Is he turning into a fish boy? Indigo River. Do I have Indigo River? I don't think I do. I don't. In the light of Rufio's glowing stone, you examine your friend for any progression of the physical oddities he's previously displayed. Unfortunately, it looks like the mutations haven't advanced anymore. It's just me and my skinny arms. Rufio examines you in turn and reports a similar lack of progress. When you're ready to move on, you examine the next waterfall and Rufio drops his orb over the edge, and it falls about 60 feet or more into the pool. Let's get the log over, Rufio says. The two of you guide the ancient tree trunk over to the edge of the pool and prepare to push it over the falls. If you have a flying speed, feather fall. No. Can't do any of that. Alright, do we wish to jump down with the log, or do we wish to push the log over, then climb down, risking that the current will carry you away the log before we can catch up to it? So, it's not, I mean, obviously there's only two options. I can't do the first one. So, do I want to push the log, climb safely, but risk the log going too fast, or push a log, jump in right with the log, or one's more dangerous, but then I don't risk losing the log, is what it boils down to. To me, I'm not really sold either way. So if chat has any options, if not, I guess I would probably try to just jump down with the log so we don't lose it. Because these little fucking noodle arms aren't going to be swimming much. So I don't want to lose this log and have to swim the rest of the way. Jump. Alright, Danny, we're going to jump. Here we go. Rufio says a quick prayer for the log as it falls beyond your sight. Taking a chance, you jump in the darkness after it, racing to the pool. Oh no. Oh no! It's an acrobatics check! I was hoping it would be in athletics or something. At least I don't have disadvantage on this, though. Make an acrobatics check. Okay, here we go. It's a +1. A 10. Oh. I am a big cow. I'm literally a cow, so... If your check is between 8 and 12, yeah. 3d6 bludgeoning damage, but half this result. Okay, alright. 3d6, half of that. I can do that. Please don't be high. 13's pretty fucking high. 2 5s and a 3. Is that rounded down? I think. So that would be 6. Ouch. I'm getting beat up. Whew. I swear I do have some genuinely good nights on Roll20 where it's just like, even on solo rolling, sometimes I'll have nights where like the entire time I'm rolling really good, rolling really bad for the bad guys. Tonight is just not. Tonight's just one of those nights where it's an iffy night. It's been 50-50. I've had nights where I failed every single roll for me and rolled success on every single bad guy roll. So I will take this. And it's still not as bad of a roller as Danny is on Roll20. Okay. You reach the ground at the shallow end where you are forced to wade. Yeah, it really does. Even on Doom Clock, it was rolling. You did a couple test rolls and it was bad. Which is good for me, because I want to see that Doom Clock tick up on that show. That would be cool, yeah. So, Danny just mentioned pixel dice. I don't know if you've seen those. They're pretty pricey, but they're also very cool. They can sync up with your Roll20, and you roll them, physical dice, and then it pops up what they rolled on Roll20. And it also, like, they've got lights and stuff, so if you roll like a crit, it'll like light up green. If you roll like a nat 1, it'll light up red. And they're really pretty too. So yeah, they're very cool dice. Yeah, I would like a pair of those, but I think they're like, I think it's like $70 for a set, or if not more. Maybe it's $70 for like 2 D20s or something. Either way, you reach the ground at the shallow end where you're forced to wade among some sharp rocks. Rufio's on the shore already. He leans out to offer a hand, shaking off the excess water like a fucking dog. You examine your eye is drawn to the wreckage of a rowboat. The waterfall is battering it to pieces. The pool empties in a westward direction, a fast-flowing river that goes about 30 feet below before dropping into yet another waterfall. By now, you must be very deep in this mountain. The next waterfall is a long drop. However, this time you discover a safer descent. A shallow slope presents an easy climb. Yes, please. Here the pool is larger and deeper, and Rufio's light only reaches 60 feet across the water. Oh, that's creepy. One thing, it's $199 for the full set as an early bird price. Yeah, they're they're cool. They're very, very cool. I wouldn't mind having them because I do like actually getting to roll dice. Sorry, everybody. So yeah, the pool's way bigger here. With only one way to go from here down the next wide river, you think the tree trunk will serve as an ample raft. Once you convince Rufio that there's no other exit, he joins you, and the two of us straddle the old tree. 234. Oh no, this is the end of... Oh, we might have timed this pretty well. I'm going to read this because I just noticed that it says continue to chapter 4. I'm going to read this, and I'm also going to read like the entry into chapter 4. And that would be right around 9 o'clock, which is where I was kind of planning on stopping things so I could get some things ready for the 24-hour stream tomorrow. So you and Rufio float down the river using your legs and a pair of long branches to keep your trunk from scraping the tunnel. Rufio's light emanating spell illuminates the slick walls from gray and white mold growing in spiraling patterns. Hours pass, and the river carries you ever westward. The two of you pass the time in a quiet conversation that touches on all manner of topics. The most relevant of these is your escape from Anchor Island. By now, you've both lost track of the days. If a rescue ship is on the way, you'll need to be somewhere that it can find you, not lost in these chambers. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Rufio sent his hawk, his familiar hawk, which is like a, familiar, not like a real hawk, to go and try to get us rescued because we landed in the middle of the ocean. And now that it's been a few days, I wonder where that is. It is then that Parrot begins to show signs of agitation. The clockwork dragon perches on the front of the log, craning its neck to look downriver. Periodically, it shuffles its metal-feathered wings as though trying to shake off water. You remember that Amrin said that the creature would know when it got close to the workshop. You are about to suggest to Rufio that you are close when Parrot takes off. It begins flying down the river passage. You and Rufio paddle your log faster to keep up, and moments later you turn a corner, revealing a line of dark passages or shapes squatting along the left side of the passage. Oh no! Rufio lifts high on the stones that bear his magical light, and 4 crab-like constructs stand like quiet sentinels watching over the river. Each is as large as a horse. Don't think I could take 4 horse-sized metal crabs. As you drift past their still forms, the golden glow from the light plays over the metal bodies of these machines and casts their eerie shadows against the wall. You recognize these automatrons. One just like them charged out of the Argent Gate for the very first time that you activated the portal. And that one almost killed me. And now there's 4 of them? Though the machine itself was no threat to you, its body was infested with a swarm of... That's what it was. It was the tiniest clockwork spiders. Each automatron's arms end in grinding spindles suitable for excavating stone. The machines remain unmoving when you pass them, even when you turn a corner leaving them behind. You wonder if that's what Lamshan used to excavate the workshop, or if they're guardians, or both. Either way, it means you finally reached home. Lamshan's home. Alright. Ahead you see a shadow spanning the river. Just beyond the sentinels, a new potential landing has finally come into view. In the furthest fading reaches of Rufio's magic light, you see a bridge connecting both sides of the river, less than 10 feet above the water. Look, there too! Rufio exclaims, and on your right, on the north side of the river, you see where the river passage has worn through the stone, exposing a rectangular shape. Rufio begins to paddle against the current, trying to slow your progress, but the current seems to be too strong. You might row close enough to the exposed chamber to jump for it. Oh no! Scrambling up the slick slope and into the room. Or you could let the current carry you under the bridge and just try to jump for that. As you examine the bridge for a convenient handhold, you notice yet another open area just beyond the bridge. That one appears to be a rocky beach. You don't see Parrot anywhere, so you can't tell if the Clockwork Dragon has left the river passage. Okay, so yeah, this is another choice. We will end right here. I'm gonna put end at. Let me mark this down in my notes. Okay, sorry this one was a little bit short. I know the last couple we've been going long. We've been going to like 9:40. I think we even hit 10 o'clock once or twice there. It's just that with this 24-hour Extra Life charity event coming up, I got a lot of stuff I still got to do. It starts tomorrow, everybody. Oh no, Danny, what are we gonna do? Danny, are you ready? I didn't even mention. So in the calendar, it's weird because in the calendar, we've got all 24 hours accounted for. Obviously, sometimes one-shots are going to end earlier, or the next show's not going to be ready yet as we get people in the Zoom call and everybody ready. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have Dragonbait and Danny on call with That's Pretty Crafty, where I believe that's another thing I need to do. I need to get That's Pretty Crafty and all of the Twitch streams and everything for That's Pretty Crafty up on a different computer in the other room. I have cakes to bake, ready to bake as soon as I get home from work, and my new recording stuff all set up. Oh, awesome. Excuse me. Yeah, Dragonbait asked me about... That's Pretty Crafty. If you haven't watched it yet, it is our Nerdy Crafty show with Danny and Dragonbait. It's bi-weekly on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock. 6 o'clock. It starts at... Is it 7 to 9 or is it 6 to 9? It is 7 to 9. I feel like I thought it was 3 hours long, but I guess it is only 2 hours long, isn't it? 7 to 9, yeah. They just they have a different nerdy topic every episode, and do like a craft pertaining to that topic. And anyway, for the 24-hour live stream, they're doing kind of like all-day projects they're going to be working on, and anytime we need, a half-hour time filled, they're going to be popping in. So yeah, Danny, I don't know if you Dragonbait had a chance to talk to you yet. Portal. They will be talking about Portal during this 24-hour time live event, and so I think where we're gonna have some filler is Dragonbait asked if we were gonna have you guys tomorrow night too, and I mentioned to Dragonbait that probably between NBA and the guest one shot, and the guest one shot would probably need like a half-hour window somewhere in there, but not after the guest one shot, because the video games, that will be fast for me to switch over, and then the next day I think it was nearly between like everything, so you'll see them popping in and out. Stay tuned for that. If you haven't yet, please go donate, even $1. Seriously, I don't care if you donate just $1 and you get entered into these 30 giveaways, and you get you could donate $1 and get a $100 gift card to Dwarven Forge. That is a very real possibility, and that's awesome. If you're donating just to get that gift card, that means that sponsor, I'm sure they would love to hear that, they give away a prize and somebody donated just for them. So that's why these sponsors really came through for us, because they want to help us draw in more donations and get more people involved in this charity. So no matter what you're able to and you're comfortable to donate, if it's $1, $5, $10, up to $100, whatever you're comfortable donating, please do. You can donate now. You can donate during the event. We have had a few $100. We've had, I think, 3 $100 donors so far, and I know them all. So we're gonna let them be able to do the impact one shots. They didn't have, because they donated early, I don't want them to not get that chance to do like a really big impact on the one shot. So they will be doing that. But yeah, if you want to do one of those, impact a specific show, tune into that. If you're not, obviously follow us on this Twitch right here, because that's where this is all going to be. Twitch.tv/Majestic Goose Network. And it's going to start at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I'm very nervous because I still have a few overlays to make, including the That's Pretty Crafty one on the other computer. And I've got a couple things I still need to prepare, so that's why I'm cutting this one a little bit short. If it's a little bit different, solo rolling, Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time until 12 o'clock ish, is what we're calling solo rolling. But what it actually is going to be is myself as the DM and Gerundu, the solo rolling player, as we play through The Blood Hunter by Anthony Joyce. And it is like a gold or platinum best-selling title on DM's Guild. It's it's got amazing reviews. It's supposed to be kind of like The Witcher, is what I gathered from the reviews. It's supposed to be about a 2 to 3 hour game, so that's why, Danny, we may need you after that and before Jeremy's one shot. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've never ever done a duet game before where I GM for just one other person besides my son for bedtime story. So I have no idea how it's gonna go. So definitely tune in at 9 o'clock in the morning if you're eating breakfast on a Saturday morning at 9 o'clock or whatever you're doing. Just make sure you tune in to the Twitch, watch me and Gerundu play some one-on-one Dungeons and Dragons. I have no idea how it's going to go, but I'm really excited. I think it's going to go really well. I'm really excited for that. And then all the other shows are tune in. If you're a night owl, tune in for our video game section. I know Dustin's going to be dressing up like a pirate and playing pirate games for a little bit. That's going to be funny. Sean and Gerundu are going to be playing Red Dead Redemption Online from like 3 to 6 in the morning, which is where Shitty Cowboys came from last year. They played that same game last year, and they role-played their Red Dead Redemption characters, and then it spawned our show, Shitty Cowboys, where we play Dungeons & Dragons as their characters. So they're going to be doing that again. So tune in. Thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully you all donate, and I will see you all for either the finale or probably at least the semi-finale of 8 Petals Argent number 2. 2 weeks from today, because I think chapter 4 is the last chapter. I mean, we're getting up there on those pages, people. I think it's almost done. And then I don't know what's going to be after, but we will see. We will find out together. So thank you all for watching, and join our Discord if you haven't yet. This is the last chapter, Randall says. If you haven't yet, join that Discord, chat with us there in the meantime between one-shots. And yeah, talk to you later. Talk to you tomorrow for 24 hours straight, mostly. I think I'm in 16 hours of it. So I've got like an 8-hour break. So I'll mostly talk to you the next day. If you need to know where to find me, it'll be on this Twitch. Bye, everybody.